Stomp your feet like I was. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
All right. Welcome back to the Young Black Suburbans.
Back for another episode.
Tim Witherspoon Jr.
Yeah.
Justin Renfro. Back at it again.
We're here with a special guest. We call him affectionately
Brother
Mike.
That's it. That's my name. Thank you for having me, fellas.
His government name is Mike Wilson.
Yeah.
And he is the founder. He's going to say co-founder. I'm going to say founder because without him, the ball wouldn't have got rolling on one of our other ventures. Justin's a part of it as well. Our nonprofit called the Solidarity Project.
Welcome, Brother Mike.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Yeah, this without you two, you know that. And when you say founders, it's not with any. I couldn't have done without y'all, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like everybody plays an intricate part. If your heart's got to be in it. If you're not in it to help and fix the world, that's all jacked up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing right now in your life.
Exactly.
You know, it's terrible outside.
Exactly. So, what exactly is the Solidarity Project to you? I can explain it all day long, but what is the Solidarity Project to you?
You want me? I'll do like a
Do your 30-second sales pitch.
Yeah. Nah, no sales pitch.
Not sales
What
pitch.
happened in my life? I've always been uppity and happy. You know what I mean? Always seen the cup half full instead of half empty. And my wife got sick. My daughter had a tumor in her knee. Everybody went, everybody's okay now. But during that time, I had to take care of my family, so I got into a little depression for about a year, shut my doors for about 3 years total. And during that time, I thought, and I saw a therapist, and all I wanted to do was just help, and that's how I've always been. And helping my family at that moment was most important. But once they were ready to go, and I got myself ready because you picked the phone up to me and helped me and put me down with an unbelievable man, Justin, who fixed me. But I realized I need to get back to what I was, and that's trying to help. Don't matter who you are. People got to look to the left and say, I got you. People got to look to the right and say, I got you. It has nothing to do with color or race or who you pray to or what, if you're, like girls and girls. It doesn't matter. It's all about what's in your heart. And people got to realize that because all this stuff is crazy.
So the Solidarity Project is
built
to help everybody.
Impoverished people, and help underprivileged children, to help former athletes, people that have been taken advantage of in their life. I want to start here with all you guys, because all you guys are a symbol of that. Mm-hmm. You are Justin, professional, tossed away, but look how much you've done. You've grown.
Hey, I ain't tossed away.
No, I know that, but listen, I'm
about to come out retirement right now.
You know what I'm saying? I see, guys. It's terrible,
So what happened in the beginning? I guess I can't say post-pandemic because we're still dealing with that, but
post-pandemic
lockdown, post first lockdown. Right at the end of it, your wife, we got connected on Facebook, and the first thing that I did was I said, hey, when I first opened the gym, my phone crashed. An update or something made my phone crash, so I lost everybody's phone number, and you were going through the situation that you just spoke about, so we lost contact.
And we both didn't,
So it was about to be like 2 weeks or a week, and I was going to be able to open up the gym again, and we just started talking. You were like, yo, take me to the gym. I want to see it. And
so proud of you, fam.
I brought you here, and you never left. We've been talking.
You try to keep me out this place. I don't want to go.
Your whole family, your whole family's members of the gym.
Yeah.
And that's how we started talking about helping people all together. That was the catalyst.
You were the person I thought about, like coming out of that depression. You know what I mean? Because I would keep up with you. I saw you. I saw the pictures in the paper, and I was so happy for you. Man, come on, man. You came from. Everybody got a story in their life. There's levels to everybody. Okay, it don't matter how good. If somebody had it worse than whatever had it, you know what I mean. But you built it from nothing, Timmy, and you just proud of you, Justin. What you're doing too is hard, especially when young black men are getting mowed down for no reason. You guys are pushing forward.
The brother Mike is about to come out of.
No, it's getting close. They gotta keep me under control.
There's a reason why we call you Brother Mike, because you sit with us, you talk just like this, nothing but positive. You know, and you encourage everybody. You know, you come into the gym, and there's not one person that you don't talk to. There's not one person that you don't say, hey, do you need something? Can I help with something? You're a very good person. That's why we call you Brother Mike.
I appreciate that.
So
I wouldn't have no other way. Sorry to cut you off. Like, seeing what you're doing, controlling what you're doing, and I didn't really know how much it was until I actually saw it.
We can stop talking about me.
We're gonna stop this. I know that, but listen,
It's
the solidarity, I understand, but this is the beginning of really how it started. You know, as you see Timmy controlling, you see you controlling me, because I know growing up, I never had nobody there to come over to me and say, hey, you know, unless it was your father and me and you were playing when we was young, you know what I mean? People just, you know, outside of my family, I should say. But then, growing up, it wasn't the best of times, but I saw the dirt of everybody. And being in an environment, I truly feel as a person, you need to see two sides of life. You can't judge nobody until you see, nobody should judge anyone, first of all, but you got to see the good and the bad of life to really understand it, the struggle of life, you know what I'm saying? The Solidarity Project came from, you know, I had it in my heart. Even the therapist I was seeing, you know what I mean, that was helping me through my trials and tribulations said, what are you going to do after the kids go to school? And I know you want to help. Mike keep saying that you want to help. And I said, you know, I really want to just help with kids, help with the kids that are going to be stuck listening to the rhetoric or the hate, you know what I mean, that everybody's spewing. Yeah. And as soon as I came into the gym, the wheel started turning. And I would go back to the therapist. I said, listen, my brothers over here are really, you know, and I would ask his advice. And he said, these guys seem like somebody you can trust because it's hard for me to do that. Growing up the way I was, it was very hard, you know. And I knew right off the gate, Timmy, me and you know, I consider you family. And Justin, you my family too. But I knew who was born right then. I asked you and your eyes lit up. You knew right away.
Yeah, because part of...
You already doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
And the non-profit part of doing charity that's something that I was doing on a small scale, you know. I was doing little events here, giving my own money away, you know.
But that's still good. Justin, his stuff
this
too,
is something that we can all come about. And
the passion.
I want to talk more specifically about the Solidarity Project, but I don't want to stop and not talk about the camaraderie that we all have together. Because it was a time where I was stuck at the gym.
When that time go away?
I'm still stuck at the gym doing a lot of work,
but
what I mean is, you guys done a lot of work on your own together, ripping and running, building a relationship.
You certified him right to me right away.
Exactly.
That's when you said I knew him, and you see his heart right away.
Exactly. So how do you and Brother Mike get along when I'm not in the room?
Well, that's something I think like a lot of people would talk about is crazy. How we connected kind of right away, and you know, he asked me his questions too in terms of, as we're talking about the Solidarity Project. You know, different things I ran into and have seen and
great advice you gave me.
I tried to give whatever knowledge I kind of have to his brainchild that is really going to be a impactful thing. I think you know, right now to Bristol, but I really think it will be a tri-state area thing. You know, people watching on YouTube and stuff, you might not know exactly where we are, but how we're positioned in Pennsylvania, we can affect people in Jersey, in New York, in the city of Philadelphia. So you'll be seeing this project around, and the people of Bristol can definitely look to see big things helping.
I want to say something. You know, Justin, even though he's a very large in shape man, he's younger than me. And a lot of cats nowadays don't understand growing up. When I was growing up, you listen to the OGs, right? Yeah. But you also learn from anybody. You take knowledge, you use knowledge, right? So I took his knowledge. Nowadays, these young boys don't listen to the old heads like us. Now, we the old heads now, you know? They want to do what they are. Next thing you know, they're doing life in prison or some shit. My best friends most likely going to end up doing. And I hate that, you know, but you talking about affecting and helping tri-state. You know me, I can get annoying sometimes, and when I get passionate, I don't stop. You know that, right? And I don't care who's listening.
But that's what we need. There's a method to that, you know, madness. And that's a beautiful thing, you know.
Thank you.
The Solidarity Project is not just something that we're saying, oh, we're going to help these kids. No, there's a reason. There's really energy behind it.
Yes.
We have life experiences ourselves.
Yes.
That are making it a mission for us to make sure that some kids don't have to go through that, or we can give them a little bit of hope that they can get out of it.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to touch on some of the things in your past
Yes.
that gave you this passion to really push this project forward?
This is what really gets me. You know, children at a young age, whether it be 5 or 10 years old, they don't care, like I said in the beginning, they just want to have fun and love and have, that's it, rip and run and play on the Bible. It's bred in. That's why when we get a hold of these kids that are broken, because I was broken open, fam. You know what I mean? Like, when the passion for me was all my friends, I hate to say black, I didn't look, you know, I have to understand the color to really feel it. And I do believe slavery is still going on today to shift the lanes. We can get there if you want to. I'll be pleasantly happy to talk about that. But my thing is, my friends, when I ran, I was always getting thrown out of houses because of my background and my crazy family and all that stuff, you know. But people understand that whatever you say around a child, they pick it up. They're a mirror image of you. So if you're out there showing hate, what do you think your child's gonna do? Most of the time, I drop my daughter off on Thursday to school. I'll give you an example. I wanted to see who kissed a child and just say bye. I give my child a hug and a kiss every day till I love them. Parents don't want. Imagine these children that are in group homes the suicide rate is going up tremendously. Who's gonna love me now is their feeling. So this is born out of the people that want help, that are crying, we're coming because we've been there. And that's why it connects to me, because I hear it, I feel it. It's a passion, and I know you do too.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? And Justin, you got so much out there you already done, and it's not about already done. It's about there's never enough. I'm sorry, it's never until racism and hate is out of this world. It's never enough.
Never enough. And I was talking to a detective that comes to his daughter comes to the gym, and I didn't know he was a detective until just yesterday.
Wow.
Right? 2 days. No. Maybe Tuesday.
Okay.
Maybe 3 days ago. And we just got to talk.
What's his name? Like I'm kidding.
I got his number because he wants to be
a
part of the Solidarity Project. And I just got to telling him, I'm like, look, our mission is to get to these kids before they get to you.
Yes, sir.
And
you can't say it as
you know.
And you know why, guys. Whoever's out there and understand what he's trying to say. You understand why.
We want to make sure that we love like. He's a detective. We have plenty of people in law enforcement that I train that come to my gym. Yeah. We love them.
Yeah,
we love them.
We believe there are good people in law enforcement.
We absolutely do.
But what I believe in being part of the Solidarity Project is that there's a level of defense before the kids get to the police. You know, if we can find their talents exactly, and find a way to harness that, and just having somebody believe in them. If you like I was saying to you guys in many meetings before, if there's a kid that's doing graffiti and he's getting in trouble for it, why not help him get to an art class?
Yes.
You know, if there's a kid out there that's selling drugs but he's rapping or something like that,
get him in the studio.
Why can't we get him into the studio?
Because guess what? He most likely selling them drugs because he has to.
He has to
provide for his family.
So. That's where we're going to try to help as many people as we can. Yeah. We also want to give them experiences that they might not be able to experience. Teach them how to eat at a nice restaurant. Yeah. You know, teach them.
Go get haircuts.
Go get haircuts. We just had Maestro, Demo in the Flesh on the show. You know, go to Maestro's. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that want to be involved with this. Yeah. Me growing up, I say it every show now, privileged. I'm a black kid, but being from the suburbs, I got a lot of opportunities that other people didn't get. With that being said, there's still there's still an undertone. Wait.
Come out I'm listening.
There's still an undertone of things that I had to go through that other people didn't have to go through, and that's what I'm trying to stop happening to these kids that don't have anybody, and that's what we've been talking about for months.
I'm the lucky one. I had so many kids are lost every day, and when you talk about, and I understand we love the police officers out here, right? There is some good ones. We all understand that.
Yeah.
I do not play percentages. In my life, I never had nobody to pick me up and dust me off.
Right.
So there's never, even if it's a 0.1%, how can anybody feel comfortable driving a car who has a black child or you a black man or black woman. I'm sorry right now. People need to relax. I don't understand, like, it's whatever's going on, and listen, I gotta be, I want people, like you just said to me, to grow up and see the talents. They're not even getting that chance.
Yeah.
You got that chance. I don't think you're privileged. I don't, but you could say you were. But you had to fight hard as hell to get what you had, man. You had to, how many black owners are in Bristol Borough? Let's keep it 100.
Well, we're starting to find out that there's more.
I hope so.
There's about 7 of us.
Wow, okay.
So
almost filled up 2 hands. Almost.
There's about 7 of us now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that's the reason why I'm one of the faces of this, because we need for people to see people like me doing these things.
Justin too. Like,
and Justin, little black kids need to see older black role models doing successful things.
Yes, sir.
Young white kids need to see older black people being role models.
Not be afraid.
Not be afraid
to come into a place because it's more black than white.
So that's where a big part of my contribution, Justin's contribution to what we are aiming to do comes in handy. Then some of these kids that come to my gym, I'm the only black person that they've met.
And I think
so imagine
boom,
being,
rest on that one. That's got, like, I'm sorry.
And man, I'm used to it. I've been in this town my whole life.
You've been black.
I've been black.
You've been black. Your whole life, and that's
so
it's
it's not something that is that much of an anomaly for me. I know to expect that, but imagine the responsibility of being the first person that they meet.
Wow.
I carry that very, very strongly, and it's very, very important for me to represent who I am, a young black suburban.
That's deep.
To these people,
letting them know, like, it's almost why, like, the conversation has been going on for so long, and it's hard for me to see it, because all I do when I go out and look in your eyes, and I find out what type of person that you are, what's in your heart, and that's all that matters to me. So I don't understand it, but the thing is, I believe love will conquer anything.
Yeah.
If you got enough people doing the right thing for the right passion, eventually we're gonna be heard, and we're not gonna be stopped. And the kids, and when you talk about this, good people having bad breaks, man.
Yeah.
That's just honestly what it. Good people have bad breaks. Let's be there to help them. Let's be there to help the athletes. Let's get people jobs. You know what I mean? That's the goal of what we're trying to do.
One area that we're gonna attack is the group home.
Yeah, man.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the reason why, excuse me.
That's okay.
The reason why I say I'm privileged is because I had my father, who was still there, 2-time world champion. I don't know how, even if I have no money, I still have that to live off of and figure something out in my life.
But you never once rode the back of that.
I didn't ride the back of it. I did my own
Yes,
thing.
sir.
I was a fighter myself. But these kids are not as privileged as I was in that aspect. They are waking up to strangers, really.
Sleeping in bushes. I remember that.
So if we can be that level of defense, like I keep talking about, that level of defense, that's going to be a hell of a thing.
Yes. For some reason, and I've told you this, Timmy, I'm doing it for a long time, and as soon as I met Justin, something different about you. You're not just a fighter. You're not just a pro athlete. You don't ride the coattail of that, ever. You show people who you are.
You keep hearing that beat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Yeah,
that's the first time.
It's just... and that's why, I want them to see your face. I want them to see Justin's face, because you guys, when you guys smile, there's something about y'all special. That's why you're able to handle 3 different businesses and not, and handle a family and hold it down with 4 children.
Man.
And Justin,
I just got out of court today.
Listen,
It's all good. It's all good.
No, but it's real. Like, if you look up, just look up the data, man. 5-1, white and the black do the same crime. Black people do 5 to 10 times more long. It's just the facts are there.
Yeah.
And why is why? Because slavery's still going on to this day. They just shifted lanes, filling the fucking, by my language, the jails, the unwarranted crimes for that life, and ruined their lives for nothing, for money. It's all power. It's as corrupt as it gets. It doesn't matter if Trump, Biden, they're all fucking racist. They are. You can see it. You know what I mean? You can never. I'm sorry. I don't feel like you could change that. You get me? Because at a young age, that's bred into you. You want like, how is that going to be bred out of you? You know what I mean? Like, baby, like when you're young, so that's why I'm subject to my environment. That's why I am as real as because I wear everything on my sleeve, fam. You know where I stand at the whip.
Let's talk about your environment.
Yeah.
You're. So there's several different Levittowns.
Yeah.
To me, you're Bristol Levittown.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
How did Bristol Levittown influence you growing up?
That's just my friends, really. That's, you know what I mean, a couple friends growing up. But when you understand, I was constantly in fear my whole life. Like you say, privilege, they was white. 9%. I met Patrick Howard, God rest his soul, Maurice Osborne. And I didn't get along with the white kids, man. I didn't understand it. Because my goal at nighttime was to get on the bike and buy some get something for them to smoke. So at the end of the night, who was I hanging out with? The brothers that protected me. My family or where I was at. Their blood don't mean nothing to me, man. I seen it, but you know what I mean? They don't care. The people that's around you, that love you and care about you, that's what matters. Knowing you got my back, that's all I need. And my wife and my kids, I don't need nobody else.
Right.
We can do big things with us as long as we're doing it together. You know what I mean? I believe that because love will conquer all the races will show their face, trust me. When they get uncomfortable, like you make my brothers feel every day of their life, you'll see the real come out of them. And if the real good come on outside, let's go. Keep moving. Happiness, positivity, let's go. If not, get the fuck out the way.
Right.
You ain't want to hear no more.
So, you know, one of my mentors wanted me to bring up a topic on the show, and this just seems like a perfect time to bring it up.
Okay.
And this is a white guy, Jewish guy, not Jordan, our producer.
Another one. We know another one.
Yo, you definitely.
Comedy show.
So he expressed to me what he was seeing, and I'm like, look, I've been seeing this since I've been an adult. He said that the reason why the climate is the way that it is because white people are scared of the browning of America. That America is getting more brown by the year. What is like when
you ask me that to me, it's almost
well, it's not that because that's just one person's point of view. I threw that out there. What is your point of view of why?
What do you see America
is the way that it is right now today? I'm not talking about I'm talking about 2020.
All right, 2020. COVID's out there, right? Scan everybody. You know, I don't know how y'all feel, but I believe crack cocaine was dropped into the ghetto. I believe there is population control. I don't trust
It's been documented now that that's true because they had to release that. So that's been proven that was a fact.
White people dropping. Listen, man. You don't see black guys flying the planes, bring the cocaine in, do you? It's white people that's bringing it in, but my black brothers are getting busted with it and going to jail. So why don't you bust the guy that's at top, that's setting up the corruption? It's control, Timmy. Once we take that control and you show that love, we'll conquer everything. The real will come out in them. They're either going to that fight or flight motion. What are you going to do now? Look behind me. Look, we got a mountain of people coming towards you. Yep. It's got to happen. If it does, it will never change. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say go up or and hurt nobody. No, I'm talking about show love to your thy neighbor. You know what I mean? Whatever that means, show. They need something, I got you. I got your back. I opened the door for you. Say thank you.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that now.
That goes a long way.
And he brings up a good point, like we were talking about earlier. You learn racism and things like we've talked about. Both of us have professionally played overseas, and you see a complete difference in people in another country who didn't experience. I've come across people who in the last 3 years, I was the first black person they met. And even the questions they ask you as a first black person they met are completely different than the first black person. Like you being the first black person somebody meets in Bucks County. And to just go through that experience as a first grader, being the first grade through 8th grade, being the only black kid in the Pennsbury schools, and then going to Canada and going through that experience and having a positive one. It's just like you kind of sometimes wish that's your own place, but it touches on the exact things that Brother Mike.
It's almost like I want to apologize.
Oh, don't do that.
sorry.
No, we're not doing
No,
that.
we're not doing that
again.
Yeah, we're not doing
You
that.
guys understand how much I love y'all. You gotta take that call, T-Mike.
Turn that off.
I never even knew you had it.
Cause
This is
so
just
what happened was I got a new receptionist, Miss Lisa.
Oh,
So now I got a little relief. I don't have to have the calls forwarded to my cell phone.
Good stuff. Baby steps.
Baby
You
steps.
at that place,
Yeah.
Timmy. I told you where you able to step where you are. You are amazing.
Don't
at
tell
what you
people.
do.
Don't tell people where I'm at, man. I want them to
No.
know.
Listen.
I'm still struggling. That's what I
Oh,
want
we
you
all
to think.
struggling.
That's what I want you to
It is
think.
economy,
Yeah.
but
I'm here 24 hours
no,
a day.
no. All I'm
but-
saying is, guys, the guy needs to rest. Anybody that's been in the gym that loves Timmy and knows him, he doesn't stop. We all know this.
So, were you did say that the black kids were your family?
Yes. Now, okay, I'll tell you a story. I can tell you something.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was, I'm pretty sure the only white kid in all black man basketball league in Terrace growing up in Bloomsdale. And I would hear the word cracker, 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 cracker. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even turn, I don't even know what the hell it meant. Never, because I was just ripping the one with the kid on the basketball court. And never hit me until later in life that they were talking to me. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
You thought it was a good name?
I didn't know. Somebody's name's Cracker.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, when you asked me that question, somebody asked you, you literally were the first black man, that young boy in Bristol has ever seen.
Yeah.
That bothers me. Where are you playing at then?
Well,
I understand it's okay. But where are you playing? Like, what are you subjecting that young? Now, I'm not saying whoever that man was bad. I'm not saying that. But at the time,
at this time in
come
the
on,
world,
the young boy's life. You can't.
How
I
old
would
was
go
this?
out of my way to make sure my child loves every.
How old was this?
How old was that young man? I would like
But
to
the
know
young
that
man,
too.
oh,
Yeah.
it's not just one.
I would like to know.
There's
not just one.
there's not just one.
I know, I get it.
There's a few, you know, and I can tell. But the thing is that it makes me happy because not just those kids. A majority of my business are people that don't look like me, and for them to trust my product, like my product, and then become family. That is the whole purpose of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
the
that's
whole,
a big aspect.
The whole
Yeah.
representing my people in the right way,
Love it.
and that's what's happening. You know, I have kids that I started training before I opened this gym, and they're still following me. I talk to their parents, you know, and I'm like, yo,
I was pretty young. You have Michael when he was 4.
I don't know.
You helped me
What-
study. You don't study no more.
I don't know what I do. The mayor of Middletown, they will not let their kid go to anywhere else, and they show up to my events, you know, and support me.
Yeah.
And all I do is I'm just me being there,
You're
opening
got
the
it.
door.
I look at you seeing me. I believe I
but-
believe you on that channel.
This
that
is
people look
what we have to do with the Solidarity Project.
Okay.
We got to make Justin a little bit smaller so he ain't scaring him off.
Yeah. Just put the smile on. There's that $1 million smile. That's it.
And we have to put this energy out here. Like, look,
We do.
there's good and bad people everywhere.
That's right. But I want to ask you all a question, okay? And I know I'm the one being interviewed because I've asked this question to plenty of police officers. Justin, you were there at one time. If my son came out of pocket and acted racist, I would pull his car. I would like to know. Any police
We
officer
talked
that
about
would
this
ask,
earlier. Me and
I would
Tim
like
did.
to know any
You gotta
police officer.
explain what pull your card means. We gotta
All
start
right, pull your
explaining
card
our
means
Philly slang.
pull your card means show everybody how he's acting. He can't act it behind the scenes in front of me. You gotta act that way now in front of everybody. I would like to know, police officers, how many times has any of your partner came out of pocket and you just said nothing? Because eventually, your partner might go and hurt somebody just because he doesn't like somebody because of the color of their skin. That's how, if you say it back to yourself, it sounds stupid. It sounds so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would like to know, will you pull the card? And I ask every police officer, and I would like to ask this to Timmy, you are on, owner of the Solidarity Project as well. I would like the officers to come out in plain uniform. With no riot gear, no guns, no badges, and just be a part
we
of the
talked
love
about
that
that
we're doing.
before, yeah.
That's all. I'm sorry if I didn't touch you on the beginning.
No. I'm saying us as a whole, we
yeah.
talked
Oh
about it.
yeah. I didn't know if he did it on the show. Yeah, that's all.
So,
we touching on.
and the detective, he gave me his number right away. Said, "Oh yeah, I'd love to be a part of that."
Every police officer I talked to, they said they would. Yeah, they have some live in Miami. They said they would.
I think so, and then there's a lot of police officers that helped me out. One of the first people to come up to the gym was Officer Mike Levinsky from Bristol Borough. Took a picture with me and everything,
Awesome.
helped me out. And I still see him. He'll give me a hug, ask me questions. There are these elements though of, and it's not just police officers. Can I ask you something? Wait. It's not just police officers though, because I just want to make sure that we're keeping it real. You know, we have people that are sports teams fans who go to stadiums together and do horrible things. You know, we have people that I don't want to. When the gang culture comes around, it's always hard to pick out who's good and who's bad. You know, problem is though, if you won't be one of the good ones and then somebody in the gang shoots somebody, how you gonna? You know what I mean? That it reflects on you. So
you're still a part of it.
You're still a part of it. So and it's hard though. You know, you're not going to get a blood to speak out about another blood. You're not going to get a Crip to speak out about another Crip.
What I say is the streets police themselves.
You're not going to get another Eagles fan to speak out against another Eagles fan.
If the Eagles fan is killing somebody for the color of their skin, they would. They would get their asses killed next to them in front of me. It would happen.
Yeah,
I can't.
It might,
you know what I mean?
but I don't know them Eagles.
I want to ask you two things. Two things I wanted to say. And the officer, you sound like a very nice man. Do you think that was the only reason why he came up here? Keep it real.
No.
Okay.
His daughter. That police officer. So what happened was what happened was actually he did something great for me before we even came up here.
Oh, okay, good.
First time I ever parked here to come up and do work to start getting this together, my tags was inspired in the back. Wow. It was only about like a couple of days, and I didn't know. I didn't realize.
A couple of days.
Yeah. So he said, "Yo," he pulled up behind me. You know me, I'm like, "Oh man."
Dude, it's only a couple of days.
A cop pull up behind you.
Oh yeah. Don't breathe.
Yeah, exactly. But he just rolled down his window and he said, "Yo, your tags are expired by a couple of days. Just make sure that you take care of that." And then I introduced myself to him. Like he off the bat, he wasn't gonna be giving me any trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you, officer.
Officer Mike Levinsky, he'll be in here. He might see this. You know. And so I introduced him. He knew the name and who we were, and he was happy that we were going to be here.
Yeah.
2-3 days later go by, he comes up and says, "Hey, I want to see the place. How's it going?" You know what I mean? Now every time I see him at the pub. I see him, just driving past, and he'll stop for me.
Wow.
So
thank you. We need more. I know officers like that. We need more of them like you.
So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
I get it.
We are 3 positive individuals here. It's very hard to get 3 individuals together and have all 3 of them to be positive.
Passionate.
And I think that's the same way about other organizations, especially when you have thousands of them. And I'm not giving no one a pass.
Yeah.
I'm not giving the police officers a pass. There's no excuse for what's going on. What I'm saying is how we react to it, how we handle it, how we analyze these situations has to be productive. It's not productive if we treat everybody under the same brush, just like they do us. That is not productive.
Wow, that's beautiful. Listen, don't paint everybody under the same brush.
It doesn't matter.
You want to explain that? I don't know people like that's some real.
It doesn't matter if they're black, blue.
Yes, don't matter who I am.
Police officers,
don't paint me under that same.
Don't do it. And I learned that every day. The more new people that I meet, the more and more I say, "Damn, I thought this way about them." Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers are better people than I could ever be. There's tons of people that come in here. A group that I really, really want to start advocating for. That gets a bad rap is the recovery community. People that have just gotten off of drugs or people that have been clean for years. they get discriminated against a lot in our society.
Everybody does.
And some of the best people in my life are people that have 7 years clean. 8 years clean.
Yeah,
10 years clean.
That's it, yeah.
But then the people see them going into these meetings, or they hear that they go into these meetings, and they start treating people different. You can't paint everybody under the same brush. You can't look at everything as racism and not racism. All right, we got so many. Like I said, we got discrimination against people in other areas too, because of who they love, because of being recovering addicts.
If you love somebody, my thing is, you're right. Okay, don't paint. But I feel like you say, don't make everything racism, right? And I understand
it's going on. We know it.
But I think love is a very strong thing.
It's the strongest way.
It's unequivocally, somebody's caring about somebody for their actions. The action speaks louder than words, right? So love will conquer. That's why I keep saying love. Once us three are passionate about something, we're gonna knock it out. But you can't.
Love.
Go ahead.
And understanding.
Yeah.
You can't automatically love something if you don't understand it too.
I do a lot of I might not be the smartest man, but I do a lot of stuff that I know about in my life and what I do to myself. You know what I'm saying? So you do definitely gotta do your research. I think, man, Justin, I'm gonna ask you something real quick.
Yo, I'm gonna have to get you. You have to switch chairs.
No, because people don't know this about this man. I want to know how many times you posted all the churches you go to, all the homeless places you go to.
I post.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Justin, I know firsthand. I know this man, and I spent some time with this man. This guy doesn't post nearly as much as he does. He could do a lot more.
He just
he's
had
to
do something for the Special Olympics. Right in the middle of the podcast.
You understand, like this guy. You know what I mean? People don't understand how special he is as an athlete, as a man. Timmy too, as well. That's why we got these guys together. And Miss Lisa, we can't forget about Miss Lisa Cocker. She's an old friend of ours. She's going to be involved in this too. She has 4 children, 4 wonderful girls.
So,
go ahead.
Really, we spent all this time talking about the Solidarity Project and everything.
Really, just love, really. The word solidarity, right? I didn't even know what it meant. You were there when I bought this. I had to look it up. I'm sorry, y'all, keeping it away. I always do, but it's just once you read it, and it just clicked. Everybody coming together and doing something.
Let's go over a little bit of the plan.
Yes, sir.
How we plan to start.
Oh, well, the foundation built, that. The foundation, see, we stuck our heads out, and then we realized when we cleaned up across the street, we had to get better. And Timmy,
we did a public cleanup.
Yeah, and we knew, we took a step back, and then we realized it could be so much bigger and better than that if we put our minds to it and we listened to people who have done it before. And like I say, I love to learn. What we're going to do now, I will be in Bristol Borough poking my head around to every business that wants to come in and help and be a part of the solution, not the problem. All the money donated will go to the children. The children need something to do. In Bristol Borough, there's nothing going on besides watching your phone, watching TV, and it's killing somebody in a video game. Come to the boxing gym. Come see Timmy, come see Justin. We'll have this field. The volunteers is not the issue. The issue is going to be the people that understand and commit. At the moment, no problem. It's fine. You got to commit to greatness and change. These kids need help. It's up to us as the older people to give them that. What are we? You know what I mean? We got to teach them. And what are we doing if we're not teaching them? We're part of the problem. Be a part of the solution.
Mike's bringing up a great point. Like everybody knows, this is filmed. We're in Witherspoon Boxing, and you've been here. You can see these big bay windows, and I've gone to the local football team and talked to them, and so I kind of know some faces, and that's a big thing I see. 4 p.m. like football season's over, playoff football's over, And now you're starting to see like 4 o'clock. It's
kids
that
just
little
walking.
that pathway is just kids moseying around back and forth,
trying to find something to do or getting into something.
Yeah, and me and Michael on Mill Street.
We saw some kids fighting.
Kids fighting over there, trying to make sure everybody is nuts.
Yeah, Mill Street has kids at the pizza. We see the same group of about 4 or 5 kids at the pizza place at 6 p.m. hanging out.
You know I don't stop. I talk to everybody. Everybody who know me, I'm not afraid to talk to you. And these kids need guidance.
They need guidance, and also
Timmy, Justin, you guys are amazing. What do you call it? Charles Barkley said I would not be what's that commercial that was dramatized? I would not be a role model. You guys are role models. You are allowed to be role models. Because
like I said the other day, we're role models just because we can.
Yeah, and you are, not because you can, but you're doing something with it.
It just happened, we woke up one day and we were role models, but you made me forget the kids.
How they going to the foundation of what's going to be built.
Yeah, so it's
going to be all right. You ever been to a store and it says round up? Okay, you round up to the foundation or charity, but a lot of times people don't want to look. They just say yes, But I actually look to see, and a lot of times I'm seeing it has nothing to do with children. It's something to do with the older crowd, which again they are really the problem, not the solution. No offense, but these kids.
You're gonna be old one day, Mike.
But I ain't gonna be old racist motherfucker. I'll tell you that right there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be helping to the day I die. Hopefully it's not today or tomorrow. But listen.
So monetarily,
any stores, look at when to round up. If you see the Solidarity Project Inc., please round up. It goes directly to the children. We have, like Timmy and Justin, we're going to have bags for these kids. Everybody's going to have a uniform. Everybody's going to have the same thing because nobody's going to get laughed at for not having shoes. We're going to have your back. And if there's anything that you guys need in the community, come to Timmy's gym. Ask me and Justin or Timmy. Tell us what you all need. We'll help you. I promise. Children, talk to your parents first, of course.
And a lot of the issues that we're trying to solve, there's no way around it. We won't be able to do it without people helping us, donating, and helping us raise these funds for these children, because there's a statistic that you brought up that 90% of the kids in Bristol Borough are on free or reduced lunch.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do is bring them out of the situation at least once a week.
Okay.
At least to start it out.
Yeah.
So they can experience something that their parents might not be able to help them with. Mm-hmm. So we are really going to be attacking the most vulnerable, the most needy kids. And in return, like we talked about on the episode with my father, is we're going to be getting retired athletes as well on board, and
that's a big part of the
bridging the two gap, because we do have people who are retired fighters that are lost as well, that have
talk about the experience that we give them to me and Justin.
A life full of knowledge that they're not doing anything with, that we can help them get them back on their feet, even if it's just giving them a little bit of money to volunteer their time. That's a big help to somebody who doesn't have the sport anymore. And we're going to be doing that through football camps.
And I think that's what we were talking about in terms of the experience and giving these kids who were less fortunate experiences. For me, the experience, I had the experience to the National Underclassmen Combine that helped me to I could play football. Somebody's gonna come in here and box with Tim and see his dad, and they'll be like, both of them went pro for my area, and the kid will pursue boxing just because he thinks he can be like them, and they'll get free.
They won't get treated like
and they'll also get free. But the goal for me, I try to tell every kid, is if you can perfect the sport to some level, you get a free education. And as we all know, education is something.
Knowledge is key.
And so we giving these kids an experience, like we talked about, to one, get out of the house, get somewhere they aren't, but we're also opening them up like, hey, these guys are around the corner. If we talk to them, I can train to do this. And just like Tim's father was here.
All the knowledge you have as a young man,
but not just that, we got friends too. We got an artist right down the hall from here,
The experience that you went through at Virginia.
He want to talk about.
I hate. I'm sorry. I won't. But there was something happened to him. When I talk about, he won't get treated like him. Justin, if anybody doesn't know Justin, I'm sure a lot of people do. He's a big-hearted, great man. He's just, you know what I mean. But to be talked to the way you did, I don't know if you want to touch that on that now. But,
yeah, I mean, I've been, I've been kind of trying to let that go. But, this is my thing that I say to everybody. Like I had my run-ins, and a big thing that's come out of that is a lot of people bring up if I'm telling the truth or not about that. And so a good thing for me now and how I've kind of put it to rest, it is on public record. It's on public record at the University of Virginia that 2 teachers lied on me and I was proven innocent. Mm-hmm. And so the rest of the story, you can go research, do all that, but it's public record.
Oh,
so I don't have to fight it. And that's, like we talked, Tim's dad had his experience with Don King that propelled him to do what he does. I had that experience at Virginia. And so it propelled me to want to always give kids an opportunity to excel at a sport and be great.
And you can show them when something's not right. Say, listen, you are not being treated right.
And
you are better than that.
Yeah. And so Mike is right to bring it up because it is a major reason that I do a lot that I do every day. But it's growing from those experiences, and it's us offering the same tool or outlet we needed. Mike needed somebody when he was going through what he did.
Damn right.
I needed when I was at Virginia and I had coaches and people treat me a certain way. I needed somebody then. Mm-hmm. So now I'm trying to make sure I'm there for all the kids. We got different kids coming to the gym training for free that we're trying to help out that went through college situations. So, Tim's opened his doors as well. So we're definitely living through the promises that we did.
And you guys.
And growing from experiences.
The people coming in will only get the best of the best professional athletes, world champions, USA champions, Super Bowl playing. These gentlemen are not only the supreme athletes that would teach you the right way to work out and get better.
They'll also get Brother Mike, who is one hell of a car salesman.
No.
He's telling you go.
But my gift.
His gift is
fine tuned now because I had to go through that. God put me through that and taught me
to put you right here.
To put me right here.
That's it. So we are getting close to the end of our episode. This is the point where you gotta talk directly to the people, and you gotta tell them. Even though you've been doing it, but this is your closing statement here.
Let them know where all the solidarity info.
The Solidarity Project Inc. Is the hub is established at Witherspoon Boxing and Fitness. Our plan is to help the surrounding areas here first. Have the kids get involved with any activity that's going on here and be paid for and sponsored by the Solidarity Project Inc. But we can't do that without your help. Open up your pockets for 40 cents, 30 cents. Everything adds up and you're able to help a child. We want to do this. I want to see a child grow. I don't want to see him one time and say, I'll see you whenever. No, we're going to be with you forever, fam. That's what we want to do. And we need your help. Appreciate you.
You can go to the Solidarity Project Inc.
No, it's solidarityinc.org. To donate.
We have a donate button on there. You can read some more about it.
You'll be seeing me. The gear will be out. The apparel, we have all kind of stuff working, but just everything to make it feed the foundation to make sure the kids
are with us. We also have Instagram and.
Not yet me. I just got Facebook.
You can follow him on Facebook, Mike Wilson.
I don't know how to follow nobody. Unless you're walking in front of me.
Follow Brother Mike at Mike Wilson on Facebook. You'll be able to see him. He probably has a Solidarity Project hat on.
Or JR. Or Witherspoon.
Oh yeah. You'll be able to get it.
Yeah, he's tagged on most of our stuff.
You can get the Witherspoon product, the JR product. All these gentlemen are donating, their own money in a way to help feed this foundation. I know JR has been putting some towards his sales to the foundation just to get it started, and we got to keep going.
All right.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me. It's amazing.
It's
better than I thought it was going to be.
That's the Young Black Suburban.
All right. See you. Thanks for tuning in again.
Yeah. Oh, that's fire. Was it good, Timmy?
Yo, you the kind of guest we need.
What do you mean?